what I'm noticing in the self-development and personal growth space is I think sometimes people are motivated to change themselves because they don't love themselves. And so they're really looking to achieve a goal or do a thing because they have actually they actually don't want to be who they are. They have no self-acceptance. And then I think there's the other side of it where you could be dedicated towards something because you really love yourself and you value who you are and you want to move towards something because you know you're worth it. So just talking about that as it relates to the bullshit thing, it's like, how do we know that we're moving towards something from a true soul level? Or how do we know we're trying to just move away from the feeling of feeling bad that we feel regularly?
Because you don't accept yourself foundationally.
Exactly.
Got it. Well, there is a lot of research around this, so it's a very astute question. So there was this massive study in the UK that was done about all the various habits in personal development that can improve your life, from eating well to better relationships to exercise to meditation, all kinds of things, all of which have been shown through various studies, practicing gratitude, that have a meaningful impact on the quality of your life, your happiness. And what the researchers found is that the single greatest skill or habit or behavior change that you could practice that impacts your happiness and sense of purpose and meaning in life more than anything else, more than gratitude, more than meditation, more than exercise, all of it, is learning how to be kind and accepting of yourself. And it is the one thing we practice the least. Here's the thing. This is so important when we talk about motivation, because when you're hard on yourself or you beat yourself down or you look in the mirror and you hate what you look like, it's demotivating. And so a lot of us think, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to exercise like crazy and I'll like myself when I'm skinnier. No. All of that negative self-hatred poured into exercising doesn't motivate you to exercise. And it also doesn't make it easy to get healthy, because you beating yourself up and it coming as a form of punishment to you for who you are now, it makes your body hold on to stress. And so if you really want to be healthier, if you really want to feel motivated to achieve your goals, you must learn how to meet yourself where you are and say, I deserve to feel healthier. There's nothing wrong with me, and I still deserve to feel healthier, and that's why I'm doing it. I am doing this as an act of love. That's why I go to the gym. I am making myself create music as an act of love, not because I think I'm a dumbass for not doing it. And when you can make change and self-improvement and entrepreneurial effort an act of self-love and as evidence that you deserve something, you will be more motivated, you will get better results, you will enjoy it more because it's coming from a place of acceptance, love, and self-care rather than self-hatred, self-bashing. I got to change myself. There's something wrong.
How you do the work is the work.
Yeah. And I think a lot about this. I think about whether or not you're in alignment. And that is completely an energy thing. Here's an exercise you can do that I think is so helpful. Take out a piece of paper, draw a line down the center. And on the left, write, shit I hate. On the right, you are going to write things I love. The shit I hate, I guarantee you, it is anything, anyone, any place, or any process that creates friction in your life. Friction can be anything from frustration to angst to just that like self-hatred to resistance. Things that you love have no friction. They're easy, they flow. And for me, I am always looking for places in my life that have friction because I think it's the greatest teacher. And I also think it's those areas where I'm either punishing myself or where I have a person that's no longer working in my life or a process that's broken that's creating the friction or a place, whether it's work or where I live or whatever, or a pattern like a habit or a thinking pattern that I've outgrown. And so if you can relate to self-improvement as the act of identifying places in your life where you feel friction and then going to work to get the lesson there and then fix it or remove it or make it better so that that aspect of your life is now something that you love or that you enjoy, or at least doesn't have any friction. And it comes back to that question we talked about earlier. How can I make this easy? Because I believe that the friction that you feel in life or in relationships is trying to get your attention. It's a signal that something's off. And for those of us that have been in periods of our life where we've hated ourselves, or we've been beaten down, or in a destructive relationship, or in a job that just sucked us dry and was not a match, you felt friction, period. And that's how you know when the things that you're doing are motivated by hate, or they're motivated by beating yourself up. And it's also how you know what in your life needs your attention.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Morning Microdose by Almost 30.
We hope you enjoyed waking up.
As always, we encourage you to take what resonates and leave the rest. If you enjoyed this trip, tune into the full episode on the Almost 30 podcast. All episode information can be found in the show notes.
Make sure to subscribe, and if this becomes a part of your morning routine, be sure to share it with a friend. We have new inspiring doses Monday through Friday. Follow us on Instagram at Morning Microdose, and follow Almost 30 at Almost 30 Podcast.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you in the vortex.